What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck 9916, and welcome back to the Pittsburgh Penguins Be a GM Season 2, Episode 9. We are on a pretty bad losing streak right now, playing against the Nashville Predators, and as you can see, the Predators are going to get off to an early goal right there on a one-timer from the blue line. I want to welcome you all into this video. I hope you're all having a good week so far here on Tuesday. Got another MLB video coming up right after this. For those of you who watch my series, I just got called up to the major leagues, so I suggest you check that out if you want to watch some closing pitcher road to the show. But as you can see, Penguins are able to tie it there, and then Nashville is going to get another goal. So it's 2-1. They end up making it 3-1 with 4:26 left in the second. They're going to get some nice passes here, and that's actually Carl Hagelin who had the puck. I guess he got traded to Nashville in this game, when in real life he's actually on the Penguins, which is kind of funny. But as you saw, they made it 4-1. Now 9 minutes left in the third. Good poke check by Daniel Sedin to keep it in the zone. Crosby takes it behind the net. He's going to go wrap around, and he scores. A nice goal by Crosby right there. It is 4-2. Penguins trying to stay alive. 57 seconds left. Hornquist with the puck moves into the blue zone. Here he comes. Tries to slap shot. He's hit. He's going to try to get the puck back. He can't. And Tatar's going to end up stealing it. And he, in fact, is able to get the goal. So it is 4-3. Penguins trying for one last opportunity here. But unfortunately, I could not get that pass up to Daniel Sedin, who would have had a chance at the end. And Nashville wins this one 4-3. So the Penguins continue their losing streak. We're gonna have a team meeting. We're on a losing streak, but I don't know which option I went with there. But basically, like, come on, guys, we gotta start winning. At this point, I'm starting to get frustrated, and the more I get frustrated, the worse I'm playing, because I'm just becoming too aggressive. I'm pressing, and for those of you that have played a lot of sports video games, which is probably most of you, you know that this happens to all of us. We get in these stretches where we just fall apart mentally, and then things just get worse on worse on worse. And that's what happens in the beginning of this game as St. Louis scores a dumb goal. Penguins are able to even it, though. If Evgeny Malkin scores, that's on a tip off a shot from Olli Mata, who has like 20 assists or something this year. He is one of the top defensemen in assists. He doesn't have a single goal, but he has like 20 assists. He's bizarre stats, but it's pretty awesome. A little bit later, Sidney Crosby's going to get a nice one-timer, and he's going to score top shelf. That's a beautiful play by Crosby. Crosby right there. So it's 2-1 Penguins. Blues, though, they're going to get themselves a goal right here. As you can see, I tried to get the puck back, and I do not have very good puck control. I have a ton of turnovers. The Penguins are able to get a pass. This time, though, without a turnover, they get to Malkin. He knocks the water bottle off of the goal as he scores. That's Malkin's second of the game, so he's had a good game so far off a nice pass from Tatar. And it's 3-2. There's the type of plays I'm talking about, guys. That's a ridiculous turnover that never should have happened. Those type of goals really, really, really make me rage and go crazy. That's unacceptable. And as you can see, I made a bad defensive play. I give up a 2-on-1. And then the stupid defenseman doesn't even cover the guy. He just moves to the left. Why was he moving to the left? It doesn't make any sense. Now you can see how frustrated I was getting. I can't even really channel it in the video. Unbelievable stuff. It's 4-3. Tatar's going to get himself a goal. I think that's his second point of the game. So it's now 4-4. Luckily, our offense has really showed up tonight, and we're able to keep this game tied. As you can see, Blues are going to get yet another goal. They get a quick pass to the slot right there. That's actually a nice play by them. I don't know if I could have stopped that one. It's 5-4, and with 7 minutes left, they're going to score off of a rebound right there, and Zakov has just been horrible in this game. He should have had that save. So part of it, as I said, part of this losing streak, guys, has been the goaltenders. Part of it has been the fact that the game's been a little ridiculous with my defensemen, and part of it's just been the fact that I suck at superstar difficulty. It's been a combination of the three. You know, either way, had my goaltenders and defense actually played well, I probably would have won maybe 30-40% of these games in this losing streak, as Crosby gets himself another goal right there. He's really got a lot of goals recently, believe it or not. You know, I mean, because I still am pretty bad at Superstar, and I am the main cause why we're losing, but I will say that it's not 100% me. Fleury should have had that save right there. That was right at him, and just a ton of these saves Fleury really should have had. He has like a .88 save percentage, which I know there's a lot of easy shots that I'm giving up, but that's still a horrible save percentage, and that one's just bad luck right there. The puck just took a bad bounce. There's nothing I could have done on that one. And I guess, you know, that's always part of a losing streak too, is bad luck. It's like that one game against Philadelphia where they made that save at the end. That should have gone into overtime, and I could have won that game. So sometimes it's just bad luck, and it's really a combination of things. Obviously, the biggest factor is I'm just not good at superstar difficulty. I got to keep working on it. At least I can play offensively. We're still leading the league in goals scored per game. We have like 3.2 or something like that. We have the best offense in the NHL, which is absolutely fantastic. As you see, we're going to drop another game. We do have actually the very worst defense in the NHL. Most goals scored, but also most goals given up. Kind of a strange thing right there, but kind of expected on the offensive front because our team's 95 overall on offense. I mean, you would expect us to be the best because on paper we are the best. So that makes sense. On defense, we should be like, I don't know, middle to lower or something like that. Not last, but that's something we got to work on. Tomas Tatar's going to get himself a goal. He's really starting to mature into a really good player as this season goes on. He's been doing a lot in this episode recently, so it's looking like that trade for him has been absolutely fantastic on the offensive front. Of course, giving up some good defensemen is kind of disappointing because the defenseman we gave up is like 86 overall. Lovejoy, or no, we didn't give up Lovejoy. The guy we gave up, he's like 86 overall or whatever, so was it a good trade? I think in the long run it will be once we get another defenseman, and that's going to be what happens once Sedin retires. We'll be picking up another defenseman. You know, his salary will go to Tatar and a defenseman is what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping Tatar will cap out at like $5 million instead of $7 million like Daniel Sedin. I'm hoping that's what happens. I don't want to have to pay him too much, but we'll see what happens. Either way, it's 2-1 in this game against the Dallas Stars. This is where we played my first ever regular season game of this franchise, if you remember, all the way back to the beginning of Season 1. It's only our second visit there ever since. Well, our first visit there ever since. And we are just getting our butts kicked. It's 5-1, and then they have a real dirty hit on one of us. Lovejoy is furious. He's going to get in a fight with Eakin. What's going to happen here? A big punch by Lovejoy. Eakin tries to come back, and they are grabbing each other, and boom! Lovejoy knocks him out. Ladies and gentlemen, all the frustration of this episode, of the last few episodes, of our 9-10 game losing streak, all of those frustrations just came out in one giant punch by Ben Lovejoy. We are sick and tired of losing. We have had enough, and Ben Lovejoy is going to put some energy into this team. We get a 5-minute power play off of that hit as well. That's a game misconduct for boarding. You don't do that with a 5-run lead. You never do that, but not with a 5-run lead. Unfortunately, we still had a ton of time left when the game just ran out of time. We lose 5-1, but as I said, our frustration just boiled over, and hopefully that knockout punch is, going to energize the team a little bit for this game against Columbus, which has actually turned into a bit of a rivalry because of that playoff series last year, now that Columbus was actually competitive so far this last season and this season. Penguins going to try to get off to an early start. Actually, not an early start. 3 minutes left in the second. Someone finally gets a goal. It's Bo Bennett. Hey, the defense has showed up. We haven't let up a goal yet. 30 seconds left in the second period. Hornquist, he's going to take a slap shot. Save made right there. He goes into the corner with it now. Fights for it. It comes in front. I think that's Kessel. It's Crosby. He shoots. Save made. A rebound by Hornquist, and he scores. So the Penguins lead 2-0, and maybe finally we're on our way to a win. 13 minutes left in the third. Penguins trying to hold on. I shouldn't have gone in with Hornquist right there, but whatever. Columbus gets in front, and they score. That's disappointing because I thought I had that shot blocked. But it's 2-1. 5 minutes left. Columbus tries to feed in front. They can't score. I totally missed the puck with the defenseman. That is my fault right there. And those are the types of defensive plays where it is my fault, where I do suck at Superstar. That's that factor. I should have had that puck and passed it out. We go to overtime, though, so finally, for the first time in like 12 games, we at least pick up a point. A minute left in overtime. Here comes Columbus. Good poke check by Clendenning there. And they are going to pass it in front. Another bad play by me, and they score. So we lose this game, but it is in overtime, so we do pick up a point. Maybe that knockout punch helped us right there, right? 34 shots aside. Fleury played better. We all played better in that game. I want to thank everybody for watching this episode of the Pittsburgh Penguins Be a GM. Coming up on my channel tonight is another MLB video, as I mentioned earlier, and more hockey and baseball coming up this week. Probably a franchise video coming up probably the end of the week or the weekend. But make sure y'all rate, comment, and subscribe if you want to follow the Penguins on their quest for a Superstar difficulty Stanley Cup. We won it on All-Star. I want to do it on Superstar, but look, we're the second worst team in the league. I don't think it's going to happen this season. It's going to have to be another year. For now, we'll see you next time on Mr. Affleck 9916. Peace.